If you are thinking to speak English fluently but you don't know how to speak and where to start, well, you are at the right video. So watch this video till the very end, my friend, and I'm gonna tell you so many things that you need to know in order to speak English. And you don't know some of the things, and that is one of the big reason why you are not able to know that what can be the best, way to speak this language. And so watch this video as I told you before, because I'm gonna tell you all the things that is which is necessary for beginner, and if there is someone who is starting his or her career in this speaking English, so he need to watch this video. So I'm gonna tell you all the things which is necessary. So let's start the video. And the first thing which is quite necessary and we all have to do when we are starting the journey of our speaking English is that we have to start reading books. You know, my friend, we don't know, there is a lot of things about English that we don't know. So by reading book we'll be able to develop new habit, and it is the habit that is gonna give us so many results in the future. And when it comes to speak this language, this single habit is gonna give us so many big advantages, like it can make your sentence right and the pronunciation. At the same time, you are gonna get so many other knowledge by reading the book. So we have to make a habit of reading a book. And yeah, there's so much beneficial point I can't even explain in words. There is so much thing which is we are gonna get by reading the book. And the second thing, and this is also one of the best thing, that when the people are starting the career of English speaking, so they are just taking it negatively. They are thinking that it is gonna take so much time, and they are thinking about this language negatively. And this is one of the worst thing that we are doing, my friends. So we are not supposed to think about it negatively. And of course, please believe me, I have spoken this language within a very short period of time, so it is not gonna take that much time if you really if you are really obsessed toward this language. So be a positive toward this language, and if there is anybody who is talking about this language negatively, so don't believe at him or her, because if you are just positive, and this formula is not gonna apply into just in this particular language. This is going to apply in each and every other thing. So be positive whatever you are doing, and don't think negatively about that thing, or don't talk about that thing negatively. And this is one of the big things that we have to do. And wherever we are talking or whatever we are talking about this particular language related to English, we have to talk positively, and this is one of the best thing. And let's suppose if you are learning any skill, then we have to talk about that thing. And if there is somebody who is making fun of that skill, so we are not supposed to make fun of that skill with that man or with that lady, whoever is that. So yeah, that's what we have to do if we are learning. So we have to respect this language, we have to think positively, and that's all that we got to do. And the third thing that most of the people don't know, or if we are starting the journey of our speaking English, so we have to keep this thing into our minds, that we have to just listen as much as we possibly can, because initially you will not be able to understand the big advanced sentences. So we have to just listen more and more. By listening, we will be able to understand the minor differences between sentences, adverb, conjunction, and there are so many things that we will get to know when we will start the journey of speaking English. And we have to listen many sort of content, many sort of video, and by observing all of these things, by listening all of these things, we are going to get the profit and the benefit of watching as well. And the fourth thing, I guess the fourth thing is that we have to just learn basic things first, because without learning basic things, we are not supposed to know all the big advanced sentences, and we are not supposed to talk with the advanced sentences from the beginning. So we have to learn basic things first, and basic things is going to be a most important thing that we have to know first if we are starting the journey of our speaking English. So basic things, like in basic things we can learn simple sentences is the first thing that we gotta understand, that we have to learn basic things. In basic things, like as I told you, simple sentences, tenses, and passive voice, narrations, conjunction, and preposition is also gonna be very helpful. So we have to learn all of these things that I told you, and initially these are the things that we can do. And after learning all of these things, and after applying all of this thing into our daily conversation, And I'd like to say one thing, my friend, that if you are not using all of these things that I have told you, or whatever you are watching or listening or doing, if you are not applying, or if we are not applying that, we tend to forget that if you are not using that into our daily conversation. So we have to have used that thing if you wanna remember that for a long time or for a lifetime. So we have to remember over a certain period of time, and that's when we'll be able to get a result or for which we are headed towards the English. So we have to learn basic things, and there will be a time when you will know all the basic things, then you can move forward. I mean, you can move towards advanced sentences or advanced English. But this is the first step if we are starting the journey of all speaking English. So this is the first step that we are supposed to do. And the last thing but not the least is that we have to speak wherever we are going, wherever we are getting any opportunity, we have to talk from there. And we don't have to think that I don't know much grammar, I don't know much about English structure, I mean structure or sentences formations, then how can I start speaking? We don't have to think much about all of those things. So whatever you have learned so far in this journey of your speaking English, you have to start from there. And once you will be able to start the journey of your speaking English, you will notice that your English is improving day by day, and you will be able to see the change in your English. And once you will be able to figure out that yes, now I'm at a certain level and I need to move, I need to switch from basic English to advanced English, so of course you can do that. But and at the same time, when you are learning the English or when you are following all the things, this is also going to be important, like you are just reading or you are taking it positively, or you are just, you know, you are watching so many content in English and different sort of accent. So along with that, you have to, as I told you, that we have to use also what we are learning into our daily life, then we will be able to see the result what we are supposed to get, because we are putting effort. And the one more thing that I'd like to tell you is that we have to track, we have to notice that how much we have learned so far. If we are just learning, if we are not just making a track or making any note that how much we have learned so far, then the speed of our learning will not be that much as we are supposed to think about it. So yeah, we have to just make a track that now within this period of time, or by the end of this month, I have to achieve this sort of thing. I have to remember all of these phrasal verb or whatever it is. So you have to make this sort of strategy to accomplish goal, and by checking or by making this sort of formula, by making all the strategy, and of course when you will start your journey, then there will be so many ways, then you will get to know, and along with your journey you will know so many other things that you are gonna follow in the future, because and you will notice that you don't need to watch so many other big video, because then you will have an idea about so many things. So all the things which you don't know right now, you're gonna know that in the future. So this is what, and I told you I think 5 things, I guess. So we have to follow all the 5 things to speak English. And if you are beginner, so this video is gonna help you a lot, my friend. And the same thing I follow, and most of the people who are speaking English, if they are not born in a country where English is their first language, so those are the people who are following the same formula that I have told you. And of course you will be able to speak English fluently if you are just applying this formula. And of course if you are beginner, this video is going to be very helpful. And there was a time when I was not able to speak English, so I was just thinking that how can I speak English, and I don't know, I didn't know at that time then which can be the right way. So I was just trying to figure out so many things, and there was so many other videos, but I was not able to understand English at that moment when I was learning English. So I was keeping patience at that time, and because I had heard that if a good thing takes time, so we have to keep patience if you are learning any good thing, or if you know that this thing that I'm learning is gonna take some time, so we have to keep patience for that. So that's it for today, my friend. Apply all the things that I have told you. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of this video, so please like this video, subscribe my channel if you think this video is producing valuable content for you to make you fluent in speaking English. So like this video, subscribe my channel, and let me know that Are you gonna apply the principle? Are you going to apply the formula that I have told you in this particular video or not? So let me know in the comment below. Till then, take good care of yourself.